Hey, what's up YouTube? Scotty Tradition back with another video. Just wanted to do a kind of a reflection video on all of the YouTube Hall of Fame voting and all that good stuff now that it's over with. So big congrats to everybody that got into the YouTube Hall of Fame. I'm looking at the list here and there's just not a channel in there that's not deserving. I think everything worked out really well as far as the voting goes. So of my list of 10, actually only 4 got in, so that was kind of interesting. I thought I'd have a little more from my list that got in. Of the people that I voted for, Wesker Griff, Joey Brings It, Snoop 12922, and Mark from Kentucky all made it to the Hall of Fame. And I've already talked about them in my Hall of Fame video. So of those who got in who I didn't vote for, Ricky Russo, obviously very deserving guy. I don't follow his channel all the time, but certainly he's a very important person to a lot of people in this community, so you cannot argue with that choice. I mean, the first 4 guys are far and away, Wesker Griff, Ricky Russo, Joey Brings It, and Snoop all were the top 4 by a long shot in votes. And then you got Baseball Card Junkies TV with Nate and Eric. You can't argue with that either. Both great guys. A guy who I just found, Aaron Davis, also a great guy. Can't believe I didn't know about him before, but that's one thing this YouTube Hall of Fame did, was it introduced me to even channels that I still haven't known about, because there's just so many channels out there on YouTube. So congrats to him. And then Jack Frost Football, what else can you say about him? Just a great guy, always commenting, always answering comments that you make. There is maybe no more bigger community guy than Jack Frost Football. So big congrats to him. He was just outside my list of top 10. So, you know, like other people have said, on any given day that list could change. So, I mean, Jack Frost was right up there for me. Maybe a little bit of a surprise. Those back pages, Eric kind of came on strong at the end, and he's a really deserving, very positive person in this community. So congrats to Eric. If you weren't going to get in this year, you would have definitely got in next year. So completely deserving. So congrats, buddy. That's awesome. And then Tommy Golf 85 with the lifetime achievement vote. That's awesome. There are so many, especially the older YouTubers. Tommy, I haven't really got into his videos yet. I keep meaning to, and I will at some point. But just the way you hear others talk about him as a legend, I'm glad he got to get in, and one of the older guys get some respect. Now, Packers Corner, Troy, he'll still be my vote again next year for Lifetime Achievement Award, because I really think he did a lot of important things as far as, you know, PSA videos and how to send in your cards and what to look for in grading and things like that. He was the first person to make any of those kind of videos that I'm aware of. So I really think that Packers Corner needs to be considered next year, Troy, for that Lifetime Achievement Award. And then there was a couple people just on the outside in. Packers Cards 87, which I was a little surprised because he was so high in voting. Got a ton of votes right away and then kind of tapered off. I mean, I would hope he gets in next year, but I voted for him this year. I'll vote for him again next year. Brian is a great guy. He's certainly deserving. He's more than just a pack opener, which he does do a lot of that, but his role in getting young kids involved in this community is a lot, more so than any other channel I've ever watched. Brian, Packers Cards 87, kind of bridges that gap between collectors in their 30s, kind of like me, and then that younger group of collectors. All the kids just love Brian. So, and his channel is it's vital as far as getting the younger community interested in cards and active in collecting. So I'll be voting for him again next year for sure. And then a couple other guys just on the outside looking in. DB Tiller, Jabs Family, and Car Dreamer were all in the 20s for votes. They're all going to be strong contenders next year as well. A couple of the other guys I voted for that were a little further down the list. Dead Guy Cardboard. He needs to get more recognition. I don't know what else to say. Dead Guy Cardboard's got amazing channel. You need to go check it out if you haven't already. Bart81 USAF, another guy, amazing channel. He's been around a long time. Go check him out. Rated Rookie, a little further down the list as well. His collection is outstanding, so please go check out those guys. These guys are on my list. this year and probably will be next year as well. And then I just wanted to give a thank you to those people that actually voted for me for the YouTube Hall of Fame. So my channel's been around for about 3+ years now, but I've been really active, I'd say the last year and a half or so on YouTube. So I honestly thought maybe I'd get like 1 or 2, 3 votes maybe for the YouTube Hall of Fame, and so I ended up getting 14 votes, which is more than I expected. I thought I'd get a small handful of votes. I got more than a few handfuls. So really, really cool. I just wanted to say a big thank you to anybody who thought enough of my channel to vote for the YouTube Hall of Fame. I thought there were certainly more deserving people than me, and probably will be next year as well. But I don't know what else to say, but thank you. I was very, very surprised and humbled that you consider my channel something that would be Hall of Fame worthy. So I just wanted to mention those people by name that voted for me. I believe I got 14 votes. So Raider Nation 75, great channel. If you haven't checked him out, if you're a football collector, his Raiders collection is awesome. He doesn't make a ton of videos, but you know, his man cave is absolutely amazing. You need to check out his channel just to see his man cave, and then just his different players for the Raiders that he collects. Just a good, solid guy. Raiders Nation 75. And then another guy who he comments on a lot of videos but doesn't have a channel of his own, Jesse Berber. Thank you for the vote as well. I see you commenting on lots of channels and really appreciate your support on mine and other people's as well. And Johnny Fizz 1978. I'm not sure if he has a channel or not, but I know he does comment on a lot of things as well. So thank you for the vote. I really appreciate it. And then some other people here whose channels that I do follow. Nostalgic About Baseball, Andy, I really appreciate the vote there and the kind words. Joey Brings It, again, really appreciate the kind words, and congrats on your Hall of Fame induction. That's awesome. Cuban Collector Jonathan, great unique channel. When he's not talking about cards, he's talking about cigars and his humidor. Just a good guy, and I recommend you check out his channel as well. Cuban Collector, thanks for the vote. Psyched on Baseball Cards Tony, a lot of people know Tony. He's just an awesome guy in the community. Really appreciate what he does. Just another one of those great community guys, and I was humbled that he thought enough of my channel to give it a vote. And the same thing goes for Alex Bowman 53. These are all people that I was a little surprised that I actually garnered a vote from, just because they know so many people in the community, and more so than just getting the vote, it's just that they think enough of my channel that to consider it even as a vote is really, really cool, and I really appreciate it. And I'll try to keep putting out the good work, the good content, and being active in this community. So thanks, Alex and Tony, for those votes. Baseball Collector Mike, the commissioner himself, I really appreciate the vote. I know you watch an absolute ton of channels that you're subscribed to. You've talked about it before, that you're subscribed to so many people, and it's hard to keep up with all the videos. And I know you're a baseball guy first. I'm a football guy, so I appreciate that you can recognize, I guess the effort put in, and even though that I'm a football collector, that wasn't like an eliminator in your mind, and I really appreciate that. Amish Dave Archer, formerly Josh Johnson 55. Maybe there is no more thoughtful person than this guy in this community. I guarantee you that some of you do not watch his videos because they're like 25, 30 minutes long. But if you can make it through one of those videos, you'll be happy, because just hearing Dave talk about things, it's a good background kind of video to put on. So I'd recommend checking out Amish Dave Archer. He's been on here much more longer than I have, and than a lot of us have, and he just knows a lot about those earlier guys on YouTube and then the newer guys. He's kind of like that gap bridger guy. So go check him out. He has a lot of knowledge on a lot of things, and great collection too. I love those early patch cards he collects and game use stuff. Awesome. The Murph 398 Donnie, really appreciate your vote. You have an outstanding channel. One of the nicer people on YouTube, in my opinion, and I feel like we have a lot in common in what we collect with our football side of things. And highly recommend checking out the Murph 398 Donnie. Just a great, solid, all-around guy. Jeff's Airtime Cards, he's a newer guy. Go check out his channel. He has a lot of enthusiasm for the hobby as well. Very responsive to comments and answering things. He's a Philly guy, I believe, Philadelphia Eagles fan. So go check his channel out if you haven't already. Thanks for the vote. The Sports Card family, formerly the Sports Card Kid, that'd be Stefan. Go check out his channel. He lives down in Texas, is a big Rangers fan, also a Packers fan. So I'm hoping I didn't get the vote just because I'm a Packers fan and that you actually enjoy my channel. But really like the camaraderie you and your son have on camera, and I think you just have a great channel. So keep up the great work, and I really appreciate the vote. And last but not least, we all know him, Bob Lewis. Bob Lewis is going to be hard to keep off my list for next year's YouTube Hall of Fame vote. He's just a good guy. He's one of those guys that you watch regardless of the content, because you just like to watch Bob talking about things, and like just you like to see how Bob thinks about things. And I really appreciate that, Bob, and I really appreciate your vote. And I know you're really connected in the community as well, so for you to think of my channel in that way, that would garner a Hall of Fame vote, it means a lot to me. So I just wanted to make sure I thanked each person that thought enough of my channel to give it a vote. And hope you guys stick with me and keep watching my channel. I'll try to keep putting out good content. And I think that's about it. I just it's always a unique experience with YouTube Hall of Fame. Wasn't without controversy, but at the end of the day, you can't argue with any of the channels that are in the top 10. And those that just were on the outside looking in, perhaps they'll make it next year, even though the number getting in may be less next year. So with that being said, everybody just keep putting out good quality content and just being good to each other on here. And I think everything will be just fine. So with that being said, you guys have a great day. Thanks for listening to my ramblings, and have a great weekend. Thanks.